swing of things. I think I'm just gonna, for the foreseeable future, just do crafting. That's all I'm gonna do is crafting.
I go
So,
through phases like that where I only have time to do crafting.
well, I just don't feel like doing anything else.
Like, I don't feel like doing anything on my warrior, which is what I need to work on for combat classes right now. Because I hate tanking and I don't know anyone else. Because I'm not good on warrior. Um, so I just do some crafting, visit the gold saucer. The Heaven's Turn event is also only like one fate.
What's it give you?
It gives you so every Heaven's Turn will always give you a helmet based on the year of the zodiac it is. This is the
Okay.
year of the dog.
Yeah, because last year was my year of the rat, wasn't it?
Um, I think
Oh,
she.
oh, the fucking download time just sped up like a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah, and the next patch comes out soon, so we'll get more quests and dungeons, and probably another item level. I basically got nothing from this part of the game. Like, I didn't play any of the content enough to get new gear.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, that's part of the reason I'm only gonna craft is because I know I don't have the gear to do any more content. So I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, kill time.
Anyway, speaking of killing time, that was the quest we needed.
It's killing time.
Story time.
Oh, not killing time?
Alright, so I need to pick up Frostcrawler kills. And now it's time to do the story quest. Secondary unit will be on the Harrow half. Let's give it to Hayatori. Maybe
Need to
cutscenes,
pull up
but
your Twitch real quick.
we'll continue to talk over them since you can't hear them anyway.
Right. Kind of sad, really.
Yeah, if I had a capture card, I could circumvent that lockout, but I don't.
I think it's just a really ridiculous lockout.
It is, especially considering like how much publicity streaming brings to games.
Right?
Also, these imps totally count for our bounty. We're gonna kill all of them for sure. We have to kill all of them to clear the red zone anyway. Yeah, well, you can tell by Neo that they realized that it was dumb.
Speaking of which, I'd like to get back in the swing of that at some point here soon. At least do some Abyss runs on camera. That's one of those games where you play it for a long ass time. You don't play it for a little bit, and at some point you get the hankering for it.
But
You know?
what we really need to do is also do our off-camera work so we could do the last pass on it.
Oh yeah, the last pass. But no, we need to do some Abyss runs too, and I figured that might be a way to kind of.
Well, yeah, Abyss runs are the only way we're going to get gear we actually want. But it has to
Yeah,
be like we have to do a solo Abyss and then put a Choco on and have the other person join as a spirit because you can't actually do the process to vilify your gear in multiplayer.
insert expletive here.
Visions of swearing.
What?
That visions of swearing.
Visions of great restraint.
You say that, and I pick up a shattered horn.
It's not November anymore. I'll just say that as the joke, and I'll leave it there. If you can't figure it out, well, I got news for you. You're hopeless.
Okay. So here's the Harrow half. It's going to be a tough one. It's only us.
So you ever plan on playing Toukiden too?
Eventually, I don't know how it's going to slot in with my current that hurt. My current career path? I don't know. I'm trying to, like, it's a job to do YouTube and Twitch. And
Well,
you have
yeah,
to,
but traditionally people call those backlogs, Burley.
it's not a backlog though. It's like moving forward. How do I want to handle my shit? I'm gonna take 2 heals here, because I'm poisoned.
I mean, the only word I could think of for it's a backlog. You have a backlog of games you want to play on stream.
I know that there's a right word for it, and it's neither of the ones that we said.
Yeah, well, backlog sounds right to me. That's the one I'm going to keep using. You want to be fancy, be fancy.
And the point is
Just quit being such a cheeky bugger.
that after we finish Toukiden Kiwami, I'm not sure if we want to put another Toukiden in this slot right away.
That depends how much you're enjoying Toukiden.
Yeah, but if we work on Neo and get where we need to be for that, we'll need a slot for it.
That slot's already going to be used up by our other project, man.
Well, like, we could put it in this slot if we needed to. Like, we like to have at least one of certain types of games, but there's nothing that says we can't have more than one. I whiffed both of those so hard.
Hmm.
Screw your hand. I have a club. There actually is a benefit to taking off all of the Harrow Half's limbs fairly early. Even though he gets phantom limbs, I'm pretty sure they lose their elemental attacks. Like, if you take off his firearms, he can't do fire attacks, even though he grows arms back. Also, if someone would like to assist me with purifying this, that'd be great. Let's drop a paradox. What we're hoping for is just stopping him from getting pushed around by our attacks. He has so much health. It makes me sad inside. Once again, we're hoping Sanctum actually does something for once. We totally forgot to level up our Mitama too, so all the experience in this is going to go to waste. I wish they had an experience buffer, like Warframe Mastery Points. One, two, and three. It did Jack and shit, and we all know where Jack is, and it's not here. I don't think we can go back and get the shrine in the last area. So one in this area. Does not appear to be so. Oh yeah, there's one over there. Okay, it's not so bad now. Got him. Okay, now that we've broken everything off, I feel much better about the battle.
So I finally bought some coffee creamer. Remember I was bitching about it yesterday?
What did you get? Some Bailey's Irish Cream Creamer?
No. I bought, it's a Coffee Mate thing, but it's a new thing they have here. It's salted caramel. It's pretty good.
I can't attest to its newness here, but I've certainly seen it around.
Ordinarily, I don't like flavored coffee creamers, but this one's not bad.
This is what happens when you're used to not being stunned and then you don't have that ability anymore. But I took the shrine for the heals, so I was out of them, and we don't have Nagi. And the Hare Half's an asshole.
At least you're talking about Nagi and not Navi.
Hey, listen.
Hey, fuck off.
Hey, listen. Don't stick that there.
Wait, what? What? I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
It's not so bad. I could do a crossword puzzle.
Oh god.
There's a picture called fairy porn, and it's
Oh
two
god.
balls of light pushed up against each other with wings, like Ocarina of Time fairies.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. That's great.
Poor Tinkerbell. We both know that exists. We've both been on the internet long enough to know that exists.
Yeah, and the caption is I don't believe in fairies.
Oh god. Pretty much.
You know, people didn't like Hook. I think Hook is a great movie.
I never watched it.
It's Robin Williams playing Peter Pan.
Oh God, that can't be good. Like, I'm sure the movie's good. I'm just saying that outcome can't be good.
The Harrow half is camping my body, and my allies couldn't get to me, and I almost fully died. I've gone through almost another full set of heals, and he has so much health left.
Really?
Well, yeah, because every time you get close to him, he does a spinning attack, which takes away like a fifth of your health. And then if you attack him from out of range of that, his jumps to a new location. Let's not forget the whole breathing fire and spinning around in the circle thing.
Yeah. He looks like he's a bitch and a half.
Only the second most annoying enemy, though.
Second most
Like,
annoying enemy.
yeah, like I think I called the Terra Grinder the second most annoying enemy. I called this one the first. I think I'm going to
Terror
revise
Grinder.
that. The sand turtle.
I'm just saying the name. The
Yeah,
Terror Grinder. I have no comment.
but like I think that Terra Grinder is 3, Harrow half is 2, and an enemy that you haven't seen yet is number 1. Because this is bad, but it's not awful. It feels awful, but it's really not because there's so much worse.
It feels awful, but it's really not. Is that what you tell her?
The situation's pretty bad though.
Add more lube. Isn't that usually a solution there?
I got caught in that fire, so basically I'm gonna die every time I get hit now. Every time you die, your ability to revive is reduced.
Really?
Yeah, so that gauge that they have to fill up to revive you, it
Yeah.
starts emptier and emptier every time you die.
Oh God. So eventually you just end up with a party wipe.
Eventually, you just die, and if player character dies, no matter the status of anyone else, you're out. I think if any Slayer
Damn.
dies, no matter the status of anyone else, you're out.
Really? Time paradox?
Maybe.
Metal Gear Solid shit right there.
He's so far from dead, is the thing. But for being such a large enemy, he's super mobile. Fuck off. Probably have 2 deaths left before it becomes impossible.
Well, isn't that bullshit mace then?
Well, no, the problem is, when the Harrow half kills you, he stands directly on top of your body, and he actually pushes your other party members so far away they can't get you up, just because of his physical mass.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, quit using the mace because I think that's getting you killed because you don't seem to be as good with it, or is it adapt with it, or it's not a weapon you like. I don't know what the word for it would be.
Fuck.
Use something you're more used to.
It doesn't make much of a difference at this stage in the game with this enemy.
Really?
There's not really any gear that we can have to make this better.
That surprises me.
No, you just have to get good.
Not the first time I've heard someone say that today.
Well, like, the weapons that we have available that deal super effective damage to him are low tier. We don't get high tier versions until a little bit later, and we don't have the materials to upgrade them until a little bit later. So the first few Harrow Half fights, you just have to get good. Or use underpowered weapons.
So the game basically just looks at you and shrugs and says, "Get fucked, mate." Like, is that what's going on here?
Maybe. Oka's on fire, so hopefully she'll come and help revive me. Next death might be my last, so hopefully it doesn't pick on me too much.
Then quit dying.
I'm gonna have them focus on attack and just hang back. Harrow Half's having none of that. Like, a good weapon against the Harrow Half is actually the gun.
Did you bring
But
a mage type with you?
Ibuki is a mage type, but I think he's used all his charges.
I'm talking about your equip.
No, mine is a weird one. It's got the teleport, the useless sanctum, and paradox, which makes a black hole.
Oh.
It doesn't deal damage, but it pulls them in, fixes them on the spot. I'm just gonna get
So,
really far away
usually
from this.
useful, but not in this fight.
It's useful even here, but I burned through all the heals. I gotta save Ibuki without dying myself. Hopefully Sanctum will mitigate any damage I take.
One may only hope.
Please don't be a dick right now, because you're almost dead. I'm basically letting the NPCs handle this because I can't die again. And there's no way around it for me. I don't even want to risk hitting him once. Because if he did a spin, the game would just be over.
Really?
Yeah, I'd just die instantly.
It would screw you that hard.
Yeah, it would hit me that hard, and I don't have enough gauge left to be revived. So I'm hoping that Hayatori brings back a good piece of the Harrow Half. We also got Yamanoe no Okra. We also need to upgrade the Matama we have equipped, because I forgot to do that last time.
At least you survived, right?
Yeah, I had to survive in a very dishonorable fashion, but
That depends on your definition of the word dishonorable, really.
oh, good. Hayatori actually got the rare item, Blazing Ice Sword.
I mean, I personally don't see it as dishonorable, but that's just my opinion.
An ice crystal shaped like a sword covered in fierce flames. It is surely not of this world. Sounds pretty sweet, though. And we get a little cutscene, and then don't let me forget to upgrade those guys. Now Ibuki should be back to our normal roster. Hatsuo should also be awake now. Or
Leave Hatsuho alone.
Hatsuho is still asleep because we didn't beat the source of the dreaming disease yet.
Wait, what's going on? I missed something, I think.
Okay, so there's going to be another story mission where we have to kill the demon responsible for the dreaming disease. It wasn't the Harrow
Dreaming
half.
disease.
Okay, so the plot last time was the dreaming disease is making people fall asleep and then they die. From not eating or drinking or anything, muscle atrophy and everything, right?
Yeah.
So we were gonna send a squad out to look, but then it's like there's gonna be a decoy, and we know this. So then a strong demon comes up. It's like, well, this must be the decoy. Let's go fight it anyway, because that's what the enemy wants, and they'll expose themselves. And so we did that. The next mission is going to be the demon for the dreaming disease. Maybe not the next immediate mission, but the next story mission. And we're also getting Ibuki's Mitama, which, of course, is a little sultry. Okuni is actually a pretty famous figure.
Really?
Yeah. Suits him perfectly.
Why is that?
Well,
Aside from the artwork.
she was said to be a rather promiscuous dancer.